What is up, Cradix? In this video, I'm going to be giving a guide for this week's normal time trial, RC Bandito time trial, and the premium race for this week, totaling over $300,000. Remember, that the time trials can only be completed once during the event week period for the full payout. The premium race, however, can be completed in a limited amount of times with a 48-minute cooldown between each win. Also keep in mind that rocket-powered / flying vehicles cannot be used in time trials. So, starting off with the time trial this week, which is Fort Zancudo, I highly recommend either the Hakuchi Drag, Shotaro, Batty 801, or a Reaver holding a wheelie for this time trial. Now, this time trial is pretty easy if you use the route I show. The beginning section is pretty simple as it's mainly top speed on the road with only a couple corners, and the last section is an off-road shortcut. Again, a bike will be the easiest one for this time trial in my opinion. Now, usually for these time trials, I challenge myself by picking either the prize right challenge car or the casino podium car of the corresponding event week. And for this week, we have the Flash GT as the casino podium car and the Sugoi as the prize right challenge car. Now, the Sugoi has absolutely no chance of beating this time trial, so I gave it a shot with the Flash GT, which I figured would do decently well since it is a rally car after all, and it does do very well in rally races. And because this race has an off-road section, I thought it would do pretty decently, but honestly, I didn't think it would be able to beat it, but it actually was able to do it, so I was very surprised. So here's my run in my fully upgraded Flash GT.
Film that?
Moving on to this week's RC Bandito time trial, which is La Fuente, Blanca. As always, you need to own an RC Bandito in order to participate in these. So this one is pretty tricky if you've never done it before due to all the tight areas and bumpy high-speed areas as well. So just make sure to let off the throttle to maintain the stability of your Bandito in those bumpy sections, and make sure to brake before most of those tighter sections as well. And lastly, we have this week's premium race, which is Crossing Paths. Now this one is restricted to the Sports Classics class. I highly recommend either the Retinue Mark II, Turismo Classic, Cheetah Classic, or Rapid GT Classic for this race. Now this race is pretty tricky if you've never done it before, and I highly recommend practicing the regular version of it first before jumping into the premium one. Now you might see me going off a lot of the sidewalks and the curbs, and the reason for that is because of the speed boost. For those of you who don't know, going on and off certain bumpy sections does give you a speed boost. Now the best car for this race is the Retinue Mark II. However, I do like picking the Rapid GT Classic from time to time for a bit more of a challenge. Plus, it was the prize red car for the previous event week, so it's only fitting. And that's it, guys. A normal time trial is pretty easy if you use a bike. The RC time trial is pretty tricky as well, but just take it slow, use your brakes, and you should be fine. And this week's premium race might take some practice if you've never done it before. Again, remember guys, you can earn over $300,000 between the three of this week, and setting yourself a goal to beat them is always a lot of fun in my personal opinion. Let me know which one you found most difficult and what vehicles you used down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.